Hello seniors, this is your Just Phonics tutorial for Wednesday the 20th of January. We are onto the sound today, is a sound that often comes at the end of a word. It doesn't always, but for most of these examples today, it does come at the end. And remember, it's mixer is the one that we have in our is our Jolly Phonics action for it. So I want you to start off by doing your rainbow letters up here, or make sure you start. Remember, in the letter E in you always start off in the middle. You don't start off at the top like you do with most letters. You start off in the middle and you go around and around again. And then for we go down, back up, and kind of a hump. Okay, so I want you to add to some of these words here to make new words. We've got wait. I want you to put here. So then it would be w a t waiter. A waiter is a person who serves you food when you're out at a restaurant or somewhere like that. A waiter. Box and juggler. Box juggler. And then you can draw a little picture for each one. Okay, don't worry too much about the picture. They don't have to be perfect. Then read and write with robo. So if you have the dot here, it's got one letter sound. If it's got a line, it's got two letters in its sound. So we've got b, o, z plus So we're kind of making maths out of our words here. So we're doing b, o, z, b, o, z, buzzer. Buzzer. It's a button that you press in a quiz, a buzzer. So we are going to write that down here. B, o, z, and then So buzzer. You can write down B, U, Z, Z, E, or B, O, Z, And then for number 2, I want you to write down this one here, and for number 3, this one here. Okay, so try and figure out what the word is from reading it. H, a, ng, hang, So each of these is a word on its own. We've got buzz, hang, and stick, but we're adding on to each of them. So you can write down the full word then along on the line. Part D down here, we've got read with robo, and you're going to colour in the correct picture for each one. B, g, g, b, g, b, g, burger, burger. So you colour in the burger, not the burglar. Okay, so you've got to watch out here. They're going to try and catch you out here. You've got to read the word and try to write down the correct one. Okay. On the next page up here, we have got making pairs. Now you know this one. You have to take something from the top, be it a picture or a word, and match it up with something from the bottom, either a picture or a word. So this guy here looks pretty cold, doesn't he? So we'll look at the words on the bottom and see what matches up there. River. No, he's not a river. Duster. He is not a duster. Shiver. He is shivering with the cold. So you can draw a little line from him down to shiver. Okay. The next one here is a word. So it's not going to be matched up to one of these words. It's going to be matched up to one of the pictures. Okay. G, a, l, f, G, a, l, f, G, a, l, f, G, a, l, f, golfer. Golfer. Okay, so you match him up to the picture of the guy playing golf because he is a golfer. You then have number 6 and a toaster. You've got a duster for dusting away cobwebs, and you've got a river here. So try and match up each of those. And remember, it has to be something from the top that matches up to something on the bottom. Okay. Down here, I want you to take a look along each line and see if you can find any words with an in them. Okay, I, I don't see any there. Fast, faster, faster. Oh, there's an there. So put a ring around faster. Okay, so that's an word because it's got in it. I can run faster than you. Said, Ben. Take your time with this. This is tough. There's a lot of reading here, and try to find the words then when you read it. The really tricky part, though, I'm afraid, comes with the frames. You remember these frames? They are pretty tough because you have to try and figure out what fits in where, and not all words will fit into these frames. Okay, so for example, we've got an let me see, we've got an word here. Okay, and it has a lot of small letters. It's got one tall letter here, and then it's got a longer sound here. So because we're doing all of the airs go at the end, don't they? Okay, so at least you know for this one and for this one over here in the frames, will go there and will go there. Okay, because we're talking about airs. But the tricky part is figuring out which one goes in where. It could be faster, it could be never, it could be number, it could be any of these. But I'm going to help you out with the first one. Okay, we've got three tortoise letters. Okay, they're the smaller ones. We've got a giraffe letter, and then we've got the long one. Okay, well, the long one is done for us in both of these. We've got three short ones. Okay, so three short ones. They might fit in here in the short boxes. 1, 2, 3. 3 in the short boxes. N, o, m, n, o, m. Then we've got a tall one. B. That could fit in here, couldn't it? Because this looks like a giraffe letter. N, o, m, b, Okay, so that will fit in there. For this one here, you're looking for something that starts with a short letter. Then you have 2 tall letters. Okay, and then you're going to put in an at the end. Okay, so try and find a word that starts off with a short letter and goes on to have 2 tall ones and then Okay, so have a look at that. And part C, all you want to do is put the ring around the correct word for each picture. Okay, we've got a mixer here, we've got a painter, and we've got a snowman hanging out in winter. Okay, so anyway, best of luck with that today. That is page 70 and page 71. Good luck, guys.